Phuket authorities organized an appeal for flood victims while the team from Phuket City Municipality departed Phuket on Thursday to help clean up Haad Yai city. The Phuket Provincial Authority and charitable organizations are joining hands to open appeals for flood victims' relief in southern Thailand. After sending a big lot of donated supplies to the victims in central and northeastern regions, the Phuket Governor Triakaradesha announced that the major donation collection will take place this Saturday, November 6th, during 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. at the Merlin Hotel in Phuket City. Residents, both Thais or international, are invited to donate supplies or cash on that day. Those who wish to donate cash can also make donations via the Phuket branch of Krum Thai bank account Phuket Helps Flood Victims, number 805-0393-712. The Phuket governor will be present at the donation location and will see off the caravan for the donation. Southern provinces which face severe floods include Songkhla's commercial district of Haad Yai, Surat Thani, Nakhon Si Thammarat, Pattani, and Trang. Since severe floods hit many parts of Thailand, Phuket provincial authorities have joined hands with public and private organizations to raise funds and donations and send the supplies to the affected areas. Earlier, at least 8 truckloads of supplies had been deployed in support of people in need in the northeastern and central parts of the country. The Phuket governor, however, emphasized on the southern provinces for the massive lot to leave Phuket this Saturday, as the locations are not far away from Phuket. Meanwhile, on Wednesday, the Phuket airport manager Pratung Sornkam led his staff to seek donations from passengers traveling through the airport. They got generous donations from passengers, both Thais and foreigners. Airline crew and shop operators also made donations in support of people in need. Just on Thursday afternoon, a team with equipment from the office of Phuket City were deployed to assist the recovery work for residents of the hard-hit area of Haad Yai. And the severe floods in southern Thailand had little impact for travelers in Phuket, while the airport and ferry services in Samui have resumed. After suspending the services during severe weather conditions in the past few days, the ferry services linking the resort island of Samui in the Gulf of Thailand with the mainland at Donsak in Surat Thani resumed its services since yesterday. Commuters are reportedly using the service again as normal. It is similar at the Samui airport, which has now reopened since Wednesday afternoon. Andaman News confirmed with the Chief of Media Relations for Bangkok Airways that the service for Samui has also resumed. Some passengers to Samui were stranded at Phuket Airport during severe weather earlier in the week. And the Haad Yai Airport is also reportedly in service now. Meanwhile, Andaman News visited the bus terminal in Phuket yesterday, where the services from Phuket to the lower southern provinces of Songkhla, Yala, Patalung, and Satun resumed after 2 days' halt of services. The number of passengers are expected to rise today, especially to the city of Haad Yai. And marine national parks in Phang-Nga reopened, but boat operators and tourists are advised to check weather reports before taking to the sea. Severe weather on Monday forced the Phang-Nga Provincial Natural Resources and Environment Chief to announce the closure of the marine national parks for 3 days. The parks are Surin, Similan Islands, and Sri Phang-Nga National Parks, plus 10 local waterfalls. On Thursday, Andaman News checked with the environment official who confirmed that the parks are reopened, but safety precautions are still strictly observed. Meanwhile, the Phang-Nga Marine Head official Jertsak Jurapat said he seeks cooperation from boat companies to strictly observe the weather and wave conditions before going out to sea. He said his office makes sure that the boats are not overloaded and provides sufficient life vests. Phang-Nga has 8 passenger piers, including major ones such as Surakun and Tadan piers to Phang-Nga Bay and Tap Lamu Pier, where journeys to Similan and Surin are made from. Others comprise one in Kuraburi, a pier of Ban Nam Kem Village, and 3 on Koh Yao Island. And now turning to another subject, Residents in Phuket have had their say in a public forum on the International Convention and Exhibition Center, while some voiced their concerns about the design and traffic plans. Representatives from all sectors in Phuket, both public and private organizations, recently attended the public forum to be informed and to state their views and opinions towards the International Convention and Exhibition Center project. This is the second time for such a forum carried out by Ratchapat University in conjunction with the King's Mongkut Institute of Technology, Lat Krabang. They were contracted by the Treasury Department to conduct studies and EIA reports. The majority of the participants were reported to support the project as it has dragged on for over 15 years. Some, however, expressed their concerns about the design, stressing that it needs to be unique and attractive. Other issues discussed included the balance or ratio of green areas and building structure, parking space, safety system, and waste management, such as the wastewater treatment system. All these issues must be handled in a professional way and meet international standards, the participants stressed. The Vice President of the Phuket Tourist Association, Borit Phang-Nga, said he agreed with the project but commented that the meeting hall should be built with a high ceiling to enable smooth ventilation. Mr. Borit also wished to see the comprehensive transportation network, proposing a light rail to connect the location with the city. And the Patong Mayor, Pian Kisin, suggested clearly designated medical care areas in case of emergencies. The public opinion will be added in the report, and the Treasury Department will present to the Office of Natural Resources and Environmental Policy and Planning for approval before further steps are taken. If everything goes as planned, the construction is expected to commence in early 2012 and to complete around 2014. The government has approved a budget of 2.6 billion baht for the long-needed facility. And Krabi province is planning to organize the Krabi Andaman Festival to signal the beginning of the region's high season. The Krabi Andaman Festival is scheduled to be held during November 13th through the 15th at Nutparatara Beach as its main location. The annual event is a result of joint efforts of public and private organizations to signal the beginning of the tourist season in the region and to welcome tourists. According to Krabi Governor Prasit Osatanand, the three-day event will comprise many festive activities and ceremonies, including an underwater garbage collection, as well as cleanups on the major tourist beaches such as Ao Nang, Lanta, and Phi Phi Islands on November 13th. On November 14th, kayaking, tree planting, and marine animal releasing activities will take place. On the final day of November 15th seems to be the highlights with a boat ceremony at Ao Nang Bay. 319 longtail boats are expected to participate in the ceremony. In the afternoon, there will be a street procession showcasing outstanding culture and hospitality of Krabi people. The governor stresses that the festival just marks the beginning of the high season when the monsoon season ends and the ocean is crystal clear, and that visitors can enjoy relaxing plus taking boat trips to outlying islands in the Andaman Sea. And the Talong Victory Memorial Park project is to go ahead as it gets almost 40 million baht injection for this fiscal year. The Talong Victory Memorial Park project has been allocated 26 million baht budget from this fiscal year plan, and additional 11 million baht from the Provincial Administrative Organization. The information was announced during a meeting of related officials chaired by the Phuket Vice Governor Niwit Arunrat. It was also attended by CEO of the Phuket Provincial Administrative Organization, President Paiboon Upatisingh. The project is planned to be located in just over 96 rai of state land in Tepkasatri area in Talong. The design plan was already in place as the design competition took place earlier this year. The budget allocated this year will be spent on details and fencing the park. The CEO of the PPAO, however, voiced his point of view and concerns about management and maintenance after the project completion, stressing that it must be most useful for public utilization. And we are proud to announce that 2 Thai language programs produced by NBT Phuket won Best Program National Awards from the government's Public Relations Department. 2 Thai language programs produced by our producer at NBT, the National Broadcasting Services of Thailand here in Phuket, have won national awards of excellence and compilation awards. The At Andaman travel program received the Best Travel Documentary Program Award, while our Thai news morning program, the Morning News Bulletin for the Andaman, received the Compilation Award in the News Program category. Producers of the 2 programs received plaques of honor with cash awards from the Minister to the Prime Minister's Office, Mr. Ongkat Klampaibun, recently at the Public Relations Department in Bangkok. The judging panel comprised well-known professional TV personalities and academics, including Dr. Somkiat Onwemon. At Andaman is a travel documentary program capturing the genuine essence and lifestyle of the Andaman region. It's aired locally every Friday afternoon at 4 p.m. The program is also aired nationwide through NBT in Bangkok. The news program is on air live 3 days a week, Monday to Wednesday at NBT Phuket during 8:30 to 9 a.m.
เท่านั้นนะคะนอกจากสิ่งที่เราสองคนพาไปชมกันมาแล้วที่นี่ยังมีหลากหลายโปรแกรมดูแลสุขภาพ
And now into some sports. Top 3 professional teams progress, but Thai teams lose in the beach volleyball Phuket Thailand Open. As the main draw action began yesterday in the final event on the 2010 Swatch FIVB World Tour, the 3 top seeds were undefeated while 3 lower-seeded teams pulled some upsets. Canadians Heather Bansley and Elizabeth Maloney highlighted the play of the underdogs with a pair of upsets including a win over the 2-time defending champs of the U.S., $190,000 or about 5.6 million baht, Phuket Thailand Open powered by PTT. Bansley and Maloney, seeded 26th after advancing from Wednesday's qualification tournament, started their day with a 3-set win over 7th-seeded Jen Kessie and April Ross, 21-17, 15-21, and 15-11. The Americans are the defending world champs in addition to having won the last 2 Phuket titles. The Canadians then followed that match with a win against the 10th-seeded and last tied teams still in of Khulna and Pokung Ploy, on an outer court with 4 television cameras rolling and a street lined with Thai fans. All of the Thai teams have now lost their last matches. Friday's matches will be played from 9 a.m. till 5 p.m., with the semifinals and finals starting at 3 p.m. on Saturday, November 6th, and Sunday, the 7th. NBT TV will broadcast those live nationwide. Meanwhile, the local hotel amateur contest would start at 2 p.m. on Friday, with the final on Sunday at about 1 p.m., while the local schools contest would start at 9 a.m. on Saturday, with their final about 11 a.m. on Sunday. Hotel guests, tourists, and residents are welcome to come support their favorite teams with free entry. And to end with some emotional news for today, Kamara Ahmed, the midfield player of the FC Phuket team, is still in a coma at a hospital after collapsing in the last game. Teammates, management, and supporters for the FC Phuket Football Club on Wednesday evening lighted candles to wish the Ivory Coast football player for Phuket FC to recover from his coma condition at Bangkok Hospital in Phuket. Kamara has been hospitalized in the ICU since his collapse in a League One playoff match last Saturday when the FC Phuket beat leaders Chainat 1-0. He is still in an unconscious condition. Doctors said the player has to be under observation for at least a week. His teammates also signed get-well cards wishing Kamara to recover from his coma. Kamara has been contracted with FC Phuket for this season on loan from Muang Thong United. The FC Phuket play Bangkok FC away this weekend with Kamara very much in their thoughts as they hope he recovers and they still qualify for League One. We send our best wishes to him as well.